Hello comrades. In October 2024, Infosys chairman have suggested the young Indian employees to work for minimum 70 hours per week in order to grow the nation, also to contribute a better value to the Indian economy, and more importantly to grow the organization. And to add fuel to the fire, even L&T chairman have suggested the employees to work for 90 hours per week including Sundays. While most of the company seems to be toxic in terms of providing a valuable work environment, providing a work-life balance and even salary hikes, few of them are really doing so for the betterment of the employees and more importantly to grow the organization in an efficient manner. And ask yourself these three questions in the present moment. Does it really needed for a country like India or even any developing nation for the employees to work for minimum 70 or 90 hours per week? Or did even the developed nations have really implemented those long time working hours of 70 hours or 90 hours per week in order to grow their economy or grow their nation or even grow their organization? Or even look at the companies such as Google, Amazon, Microsoft, which said to have the $1 trillion market cap. Even when you look at those companies, did those companies really implement 70 hours or 90 hours work week? Well, the answer is no. Well, these companies never succeeded by means of making their employees to work for long hours or even doing that hard labor or any other tough workforce. Rather, they implemented superb innovation, also provided a perfect work-life balance, and more importantly, they also gave a valuable importance for innovation that is really important for each and every organization. And if you don't believe me, look at this particular statement. The next generation of employees will work for just 3.5 days a week and live to 100 years old. And this statement has been said by the CEO of JP Morgan, who is none other than Jamie Dimon. Well, guess what? This particular statement clearly indicates the importance of the work-life balance, efficiency, and more importantly, the cutting-edge technologies and advanced level of skill sets that need to be acquired by each and every employee to grow the organization and to develop the nation, and more importantly, to contribute at a significant level to the nation's economy. Now, here's where we all need to understand the bitter truth. While most of the employees in developing nations like India, Nepal, or Bhutan, those people highly lack the technical skills, advanced technologies, and those people are considered as semi-skilled employees or even unskilled employees. Few of them have the valuable skill sets which they could probably provide to an organization in order to grow the organization as well as to contribute in a better level to the nations. Alright, so what is truly needed to grow a nation? The answer is very simple. First one, aspiring entrepreneurs who can create business opportunities and who can provide huge employments. Number two, skilled employees who can provide a great innovation by means of being familiar with the advanced level of technologies. These technologies could literally help in automating the repetitive tasks, also help the employees to focus on the tasks that is so crucial for an organization or any project that could involve creativity and upskillments. And that's exactly what even all kind of top organizations like Google and Microsoft does in order to get more and more efficiency from the employees rather than exhausting them by giving long-term working hours that could probably drain their energy and more importantly, lack their motivation to come to the office and work. So in today's episode, let's discuss about the dark truth of working for long hours. Do they lead to economic growth or burnout or downfall? And number two, what is a lesson that we all need to learn from the book, The Parable of Pipeline, in which we could probably discuss about how an entrepreneur can leverage time and effort wisely to create wealth and freedom. And number three, what is the impact of gig economy on work culture? How it transforms employee workflows and empowers entrepreneurs with a great flexibility and opportunities. And number four, what is the role of young entrepreneurs in changing the toxic work patterns and cultures, and how we can create an inspiring, valuable, and innovative workplace for the future. This particular video is really good to change your outdated mindset of working hard into working smart. Why? Because it is really good to help you to understand about how you can thrive in this world in a better way and innovate and upskill yourself and go to the next level and contribute in a greater level to the nation's economy, to your organization, and to yourself as an individual. Alright, let's dive in. Let's see the dark truth of long working hours and conclude whether it is leading to an economic growth or burnout and downfall. Now imagine a company named XYZ, which is an IT industry, and here's where we are meeting three software developers, Aurav, Meera, and Kabir, who is working for a tech firm developing cutting-edge apps and digital solutions. And this company currently operates with a balanced data Workday, where the tasks are evenly distributed and deadlines have been met in an efficient manner. Now this company have decided to enforce 12-hour workdays to increase productivity and to save costs. Now here's where we are going to explore the implications. Now in the existing system, Aurav, Meera, and Kabir have been collectively working for 24 hours daily across 3 shifts. Now with the new policy have been implemented, the company could achieve the same output by means of keeping 2 employees just by means of making them to work for 12 hours a day. So here's where Aurav, who is the third employee, has been laid off. So for him, this is going to be a huge financial insecurity, also finds a lot more challenges in finding another job in a competitive IT market, and also have developed a mental stress due to the sudden unemployment. So his dream of building an ultimate IT career has been shattered off within a day. Now this is just for a single employee. Now let's compare the particular implication that could happen for an organization and the implication that could even happen for an employees. So coming to employees, the first thing that could probably ever happen is the exhaustion that sets in. Here's where the people will be physically and mentally drained when they have been forced to work for 12 hours a day. They fail to meet deadlines and they provide poor quality of work, and also we could probably see that there is a huge lack in their productivity. Next is they don't have any time to upskill themselves. While innovation and upskilling is so crucial for IT industries and many other developing companies or industries or whatever, here's where upskilling is so important for every employee so that they could probably thrive in a better way to grow the organization and to grow in an individual manner. So upskilling is not going to be possible because imagine working for 12 hours a day in an organization, going home and remaining 12 hours, what they would probably do? 8 hours of sleep and 4 hours, they could probably do nothing else. So upskilling seems to be impossible. Next is increased attrition. Here's where most of the employees or few of the employees, they start to quit the job and look for better opportunities. Now the burden starts to come to the company because they need to hire a fresher, they need to pay a lot of expenses for training and need to upskill them to bring to the certain level where they could probably believe and give valuable projects, high quality projects to him. And for that, the company is really going to lose a lot of money and time and also lose valuable clients as well. Alright, so if this is very clear to you, let's see how the company could probably get affected because of this 12 hours work policy. First thing is decreased quality of work. Now with the overworked employees, the quality of software development starts to decline. Here's where bugs and glitches start to occur in the application, and here's where clients get frustrated and declines the upcoming projects, and it also leads to a huge customer dissatisfaction. Next is missed innovation. While innovation is so crucial for any industry to thrive, here's where employees highly lack creativity and energy in order to upskill themselves in their career and take groundbreaking projects in order to move the organization to the next level and probably create a valuable asset for the company. So innovation and creativity is so crucial in order to provide a brainstorming ideas and valuable projects, and for that 12 hours of work week is not so advisable, and here's where efficiency and work-life balance is so important and crucial. Alright, and coming to number 3, client losses. Imagine you have been given a bad experience at a shop, whatever. Do you visit the shop once again? No, right? So how could a client once again go to the same software company to get projects if the software has been filled with bugs and glitches and it has a poor productivity, poor quality outputs? So the client always begin to explore other opportunities and other companies rather than this particular company XYZ, because the output is not good enough. In the sense, the client had a huge loss in money, the client also has a huge loss in time, so he could probably start to explore better opportunities and better companies in the future rather than depending on this company XYZ. So hope you understand what's so crucial. So efficiency is more important, innovation is more important than long working hours. Alright, if this is very clear to you, let's look at the report that has been released by the International Labour Organization on December 2024 regarding the long working hours and work efficiency. Now this particular report aims to analyze the relationship between average weekly working hours, the gross dividend product per hours worked, and the national happiness levels by means of examining the wide range of countries across economic spectrum. Now have a look at this. The countries like Bhutan and Nepal, who's having the 45 hours work week or 46 hours work week, they tend to have low GDP rate per hour. It's just $8.9 per hour and $5.7 per hour. And look at the happiness rank, it's around 95 and 84. Now look at Canada, New Zealand and Australia. Whereas New Zealand is having around 33-hour work week and Australia is having around 38-hour work week. Now look at their GDP, it's around $68 and $72, and look at their happiness rank. Australia is in 12th position and New Zealand is in 10th position. Now it's time to look India. India is having an average of 48 working hours per week and they have a GDP of around $7.5 per hour and the happiness rank is at 126. After analyzing this report so deeply, even ILO have gave the same implications over the nation and the organization, which is nothing but the employee burnout, decrease in the quality of work, missed opportunities for innovation and automation, and at last, severe economic consequences. So, while some leaders still believe that long working hours are so crucial to develop a nation or grow an organization, in some countries even implemented 4-day work week to their employees, which actually led to the increased productivity, better health outcomes and greater innovation. In fact, the studies have shown that shorter weekends can improve employee satisfaction and overall output. Now, by means of comparing these countries, it's so evident that fostering innovation, skilled employees, and leveraging advanced technologies are the ultimate and the real game changers. So, as of 2025, several countries have explored and implemented 4-day work week policy either through means of legislation or by means of government initiatives and through company-led trials. So, here's an overview. Coming to the first country, it's Belgium, where they introduced a legislation allowing employees to condense their work week into 4 days, enabling them to complete the standard 38 hours work week over 4 days instead of 5. And coming to UAE, since 1st of July 2023, they have permitted government employees to adopt 4-day work week. So nearly 90% of the UAE's workforce is employed by the government, this policy impacts a significant portion of their population. Now coming to UK, building on successful trials nearly over 200 companies, which is employing more than 5,000 people, have adopted a permanent 4-day work week without even reducing the pay. This shift is prominent in sectors like marketing, technology and charities. And at last, in Australia, since August 2022, they have initiated the pilot program for 4-day work week, which is involving around 20 companies. This particular trial aimed to assess the feasibility of maintaining the productivity and reduced working hours. Alright, if this is very clear to you, let's move to the second part of the episode where we could probably explore the lessons from the book The Parable of Pipeline. We could probably see how entrepreneurs could leverage time and effort wisely to create wealth and freedom. Alright, this book, Parable of Pipeline, has been written by Brooke Hedges, which is offering the lessons on creating passive income stream and achieving the financial freedom. This book actually uses the story of pipeline in order to explain how one individual could build long-term wealth by means of focusing on systems which generates income consistently without constant efforts. Actually, this particular story involves two friends, Pablo and Bruno, who lives in a small village. Both of them works as a water carriers and they start to collect waters from a nearby river and start to distribute to multiple villagers in that particular town. And here's where both of them have a different opinion. Now, while Bruno always sticks to grinding and hard work because he always goes to the river, takes the water, fetches them and comes back and distributes to village. This particular person, Pablo, has a different opinion of creating a pipeline from the river to the village so that the water could be distributed equally in a better way to all the villages. Now, Bruno always disagreed to Pablo and Pablo never mind those things, rejects his opinion and many others' opinion and start to build a pipeline. Now, here's where two things happen. First thing is instant gratification and second thing is delayed gratification. While instant gratification happens to Bruno because all what he needs is that instant results, he could probably go fetch few buckets, one or more buckets for that particular day and he can get the money with that whatever he is really looking for. But Pablo had a different opinion. He starts to build the pipeline, he started to work with consistency, full focus, full faith and belief and had a lot of patience in building the pipeline without even getting a single penny or without even getting a single dollar. He worked for months and months and finally succeeding in building the pipeline and he got delayed gratification that he totally deserved. So here's where Pablo started to leverage time and efforts by means of building a successful pipeline to all the villages. And finally, Pablo also welcomes Bruno as his assistant for the particular pipeline and distribute water to all the villagers. So this particular story highlights the importance of escaping the rat race. By means of creating multiple streams of income, any individual could probably achieve their financial independence, giving them the freedom to pursue their dreams without even being tied to a job. And for any nation to grow, people like Pablo is needed, aspiring entrepreneurs are needed, and not just only Brunos. Why? Because entrepreneurs could create better opportunities, while people like Brunos could only work for them. Alright, if this is very clear to you, let's see the impact of gig economy on work culture, how it transforms the employee workflows and empowers the entrepreneurs with flexibility and opportunities. Alright, first of all, let's understand what is meant by gig economy. It is said to be the labor market which provides short-term contracts, freelance works, and even on-demand tasks to employees by means of hiring them part-time and not just full-time. Now, here's where you need to understand that it's not just about working for long hours, it's not just a pay per hour, it's pay per value, pay per every value that you give to the organization or a company. Just imagine a graphic designer with 10 years of experience could probably do a work in an hour and a fresher could probably take an hours and hours of time to do. So if a graphic designer spends an hour to do a task and gets maybe $1,000, a fresher or a newbie need to really do the same tasks for 10 hours and need to get that same $1,000. And this is just to give you an example. Alright, like this, even cine industries could probably provide small gigs or small contracts to many part-time employees or temporary employees who could probably select the gigs they are really good at and start to do the valuable projects. And here's where there are multiple advantages. Let's look at one by one. Now, first thing is flexibility. It's not that you need to wake up in the morning, need to pack your bags and need to go to the office, have the traffic crash in the organization or the company, need to work 8 hours, 10 hours per day. Absolutely, such things are not really needed. You can work wherever you can work at the place wherever you are, and you can take the time whatever you want. But there are certain limitations and there are certain regulations that is so crucial for each and every employer, each and every organization to give the contracts and to receive those contracts and to do the work in a valuable manner. So such things are purely dependent on organization to organization, the work to work, and even the employees who's taking the work in a better way to do so. And number 2 is merit-based opportunities. Now, if you're so skilled or if you're so experienced, if you're having a very good technical expertise, you will be the first priority for the job than anybody else. You can literally outplay the market, and those who are not, you have an opportunity to upskill yourself. Here's where self-education comes in. Here's where you can learn a lot. Here's where you can acquire a lot of certifications. Here's where you can acquire a lot of industrial skill sets as well. So that's when you began to dominate the market. You began to get new projects, value-added projects, and here's where you have time freedom and wealth freedom at the same time. Number 3 is prioritizing specialized skills. Now once again, every one of you as an employee need to acquire valuable skills in order to thrive in the job market, because lack of skill sets or industrial certifications could probably provide you nil or less job opportunities and these kind of gigs. So it's so crucial to leverage your skills or your resume by means of educating yourself individually in self-dependent manner, which could probably open the new doors on the future in upcoming days of your life. And what's the outcome? It's very simple. Each and every employee could have a better work-life balance. They could probably have the higher productivity. They could probably acquire with the higher and industrial skill sets and technical expertise. They could still be aware of the cutting-edge technologies and start to learn and implement those in the works and projects that they do. And this time, fair compensation is given to the employees. Again, it's not about working for long hours, it's about providing values. Alright? If this is very clear to you, let's look at last part of the episode. What could be the role of young Indians in changing the toxic work-life cultures and how they could probably create an inspiring, valuable and innovative workplace for the future. Now, first thing is embracing skill development and innovation. Here's where, starting from the early stages of career or even during the education time, you really need to start acquiring valuable skills, industrial certifications, and more importantly, start to work on innovative projects, which is really going to become valuable assets for any job that you go. Next is encouraging entrepreneurship. Now, after reviewing the parable of pipeline, it clearly indicates the importance of entrepreneurship, because one person like Pablo could probably give a beautiful life to thousands and thousands of Brunos. And number 3, leveraging technology to redefine the work culture. Here's where you really need to understand that each and every organization or each and every employee need to adapt the advanced tools to automate repetitive tasks and focus on high-value activities. By means of implementing the technology-driven workplaces, young people in the developing nations could probably increase efficiency and allowing employees to contribute in a creative and meaningful manner without the requirement of overwork. So my question from this video is whether you want to become a Pablo or you want to become a very good employee like Bruno. Comment below. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. Hope this particular episode gives a lot more clarity about the 70-hour work week policy and so on. And for more such videos and more such episodes, make sure to subscribe our channel, because we are going to provide more and more book reviews and huge lessons on personal development and personal finance as well. So thank you once again for watching the video. See you next time. Bye bye.